So we're down here with JumpmanBostic in the basement of the Jays.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the
Yeah.
basement.
Now, how did you get the name JumpmanBostic?
Wow, that goes back a long time ago. Back when I only had 50 pair and people thought that that was a lot of shoes. It was a friend of mine that was on the police force with me.
Okay.
I call him OV. His first name is Orlando. And he said, man, I'm just call you JumpmanBostic.
Yeah.
Because all you got in your collection are Jordan shoes, and he was known as Jumpman. So that's where the name came from. He started it way back in 1996, I would say.
Wow. Wow. So takes us to the next question. Obviously, what's mostly in your collection? Right?
Oh, it's Jordans, but Champs has gifted me a pair of KDs and also a pair of Air Maxes. So it's the basement of the Jays, 2 KDs and an Air Max.
Nice. So how long have you been collecting Jordan sneakers?
Since the beginning of flight is what I call it. 1985, it goes back to the 1985 Chicago ones. When I was in college, I saw that shoe and I wore Adidas in college. So I had to wait until my senior season to start rocking Jordans, and that's all I had worn for 30 years.
So that you mentioned 1984, 1985. Is that the original in that case right behind you?
That's the original, yes.
Wow. And that's not the retro, not the ones
It's
that's
not
been
the
brought out.
retro, not the 94 retro. It's the original from 85, and it's still wearable.
Wow, 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 wow. So, going through like OG pieces that you have, like, talk a little bit about some OGs or some samples, or even I see right behind you have some PEs. Just mention to us what are PEs.
Yeah, I'll just take you around a little bit and just show you some of the older shoes, some of the PEs, and my favorites. Of course, we started with the Chicagos. It still has the Nike Air stamp still on the insole. You really don't see that with retro shoes anymore.
At all.
This is a retro of the Chicago, of the Too Low.
Okay.
And it still has the Nike Air on the insole there. It's not wearable anymore, though. It's starting to crumble a little bit. And going up here, this is a one of one.
Okay, now when you mean one of one, what does that exactly mean for people tuning in? Like,
this is just the only shoe in this color made. It was made for Jordan himself.
Okay.
Back when D Wade was the Jordan brand member wearing the 2010s.
Gotcha.
So this colorway was sent to MJ to see if he liked the look of the shoe, and it actually has his name on the inside of the shoe on the tag. A friend of mine who knows him personally said, look, MJ is getting rid of this shoe. Do you want it? You got to get it like right now. So
Right.
this is one of my grail pieces.
So let me ask you this: how we can't buy that like at a Foot Locker or anything like that? Like that shoe wasn't available to you to just make a phone call quick to go to another store and grab, right? That's when you say one of one, like that shoe was made for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, this is literally the only one made. I've never seen on any other social media anyone with this exact colorway of this shoe with the actual suede toe, suede tongue up here at the top.
Now, is that material, would you say, is that different? How, obviously sneakerheads always complain about quality. Since that was made for MJ himself, how do you think the quality on that shoe compares to the quality on the release pair?
This is the A1 quality for a 2010. This would take you back to a 80s and 90s shoe as far as the quality. They use top-notch quality on his personal shoes.
Now, when you mention PE, right, like that stands for like player exclusive or
player edition.
Player edition.
Yes.
What do you think, like with some of the other shoes, so not even talking about the one of one, like talk to me about the, what is that, like the Jordan 15 up there, the white and purple, like the Ray Allen sneaker, like.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about that. What is that
this
one? How'd you go about obtaining that one?
Now this one here, it's definitely a funny story with this shoe.
Okay.
This shoe here, I got from the Nike outlet.
Okay. Wait a minute, from the outlet?
From the Nike outlet.
Okay.
For $29.95. I still have the part of the box. At the Nike outlet, they cut the box tops off.
Correct.
So I still have part of the box with the price tag on it. This is a player exclusive shoe.
Really?
For when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks. And on the pull tab, it has Ray right there. And of course, on the bottom, 2/17, MJ's birthday. his number, 6 championships, 15 seasons. Now let me grab the.
And that was at a Nike town, just sitting.
It was at a Nike outlet
Nike
store.
outlet, just sitting.
Yes.
Okay.
It was at a Nike outlet store. And here's the actual box right here with the price tag on it.
Wow. They don't even make tags like that no more, right? So that
No.
was, what, was that 2000s? I think early
90,
2000s?
99, 2000. Yep. And
Okay.
it's a rare size, 13 and a half. You know, so only a couple places you can get a size 13 and a half, and that's usually on your sites.
Got it.
eBay, Eastbay, you can get a 13 and a half, and Nike.com, you can get a 13 and a half. Not really in your local Foot Locker, Finish Line, and stores like that.
Got it, got it. So I see you also have numbers all in the corner of your boxes along with pictures. Now, is that to help you, get up when, during the day and just kind of go exactly to it? Like, do you have like a spreadsheet?
The day I purchased it, this is the next number in line. The picture idea came from my wife. I was down here looking for a shoe one day, and I couldn't find it by the colorway, and she was getting a little agitated. So she came up with the idea, why don't you just put pictures on the boxes? And this was around when I had 400 pair.
Wow.
So imagine taking 400 pictures and then putting them on the boxes. But now I notice people have the pictures now that you can stick on the boxes. So I think they got that idea from me.
Gotcha. So you said that was back when you had 400 pair of shoes. How many pair currently are you up to
I'm
date
at
now?
882 now. I just recently picked up the Laney 14s that recently released.
Wow, 882. Now, why would someone want to have that many pairs of shoes?
Well, it's an addiction to me. I could smoke, drink, do drugs, whatever. I'm a collector of shoes, just like people collect model trains or cigars. People collect different things. I collect shoes, Wheaties boxes, memorabilia, and things of that nature. And also, growing up, I had 2 older brothers.
Okay.
So think about the clothing back in the 60s and 70s. There's 6 of us in the house, 3 older sisters, 2 older brothers, and me.
Sure.
I get the hand-me-downs from my brothers, clothes and shoes. So
Right.
that may be an overcompensation that I have, and a reason why I have so much stuff that I like to be able to come and change whenever I want to and not have to put on something that somebody else
Gotcha.
owned before me.
Everything ain't gotta be exclusive.
There's a couple of gyms we're not going to show on camera because we can't.
No, we can't.
But
Yeah. We're not
we can
doing
show
that.
you some of the ones that we can.
Motorsport, Jordan 5.
The LeBrons, the Kobes, are all on a decline for people buying them. Any of the general releases, even the older ones. I mean, some of the more rare older ones and exclusive ones people still buy, but the newer ones that are just dropping, I mean, we don't even really try to sell them like that just because there's really no markup for us to make any money and they just take up room on the shelf.